I caught a whiff of alcohol and turned my head to look. In the backseat sat a stunning woman with long legs and a low-cut top, her eyes half closed as she mumbled, "Sir, drive, I need to get home." "Alright," I replied with a nod and started the car. Times are tough these days, the economy's in a slump, and a lot of companies are laying people off. I got caught up in that wave myself. After losing my job, I couldn't find anything suitable right away, so I started driving for Uber with my old Volkswagen. "Sir, is it okay if I smoke in here?" Her voice pulled me out of my thoughts. I glanced at her through the rearview mirror and saw she'd already pulled out a pack of slim cigarettes. After a moment's thought, I rolled down the window as a silent "Okay, thanks, sir, you're really nice," she said with a smile, lighting up a cigarette. She smiled and started making small talk between puffs. I learned her name was Lydia Monroe. She'd been at a business dinner tonight, and with everyone pushing drinks on each other, she couldn't refuse and ended up overdoing it. Before I knew it, we'd reached her destination. I turned to look at her, only to find Lydia fast asleep. "Hey miss, wake up, we're here." I called out a few times, but she didn't stir. With no other choice, I got out of the car and helped her out of the back seat. "Miss, we're here, come on, wake up." After shaking her gently for a couple of minutes, Lydia finally came to, mumbling in a daze, I live in building 5, apartment 305, can you help me up? I'll pay you extra." I hesitated for a moment but agreed. It was late, and leaving a woman like Lydia alone on the street could lead to trouble. If something happened, I'd feel responsible. I parked the car properly, then supported her as we made our way upstairs. It took a lot of effort to get her into her apartment and onto her bed. Just as I turned to leave, Lydia suddenly wrapped her arms around me from behind, her voice soft and pleading. Don't go, stay with me, please." "Lydia, Miss Monroe, you've had too much to drink. You need to calm down," I stammered, turning around. That's when I saw she'd slipped off her top, revealing black, lacy lingerie. "I'm not drunk, I want you to stay," she insisted, clinging to me like a vine. I swallowed hard, feeling a rush of heat coursing through me. Before I could say anything, she pushed me down onto the bed. Damn, no guy could resist this, I cursed inwardly, my restraint crumbling as I took the lead, my hands moving toward places no man could resist. The next morning, I opened my eyes to a messy room. Memories of last night flooded back like a tidal wave. It had been wild. Honestly, I lost count of how many times we went at it. Even now, my body ached all over. Turning my head, I saw Lydia sleeping peacefully beside me. We'd just met, and now this, a classic one-night stand. I didn't know how to face her. Quietly, I slipped on my clothes, planning to sneak out, but just then, Lydia's eyes fluttered open. She looked at me with a playful grin and teased, "What's this? You're just gonna eat and run?" My body froze, and I turned back to her. No, it's not like that. I'm just hungry and was gonna grab something to eat. Last night was intense. I'm starving too. Let's go eat together." Lydia laughed, sliding out of bed completely naked. I couldn't help but stare, captivated. Her figure was incredible, a woman you'd never forget once you've had a taste. She got dressed, took my hand, and led me out. We found a nice upscale restaurant and sat down. "Don't be shy with me, order whatever you want. Consider it my thanks for getting me home last night," she said warmly. I gave her a complicated look and muttered under my breath, "You already thanked me last night." Lydia blinked, then burst into laughter, doubling over. "Ethan Walters, you're adorable. Don't overthink last night. Men and women have needs. It's perfectly normal." She giggled. My face turned red. She had a point. It was consensual, and in today's world, this kind of thing isn't a big deal. If Lydia wasn't bothered, why should I be? With that in mind, I relaxed and stopped acting so stiff. Soon our food and drinks arrived, and we started chatting over a few glasses. "Ethan, how much do you make driving for Uber in a day?" Lydia asked out of the blue. I wasn't expecting the question and paused for a few seconds before answering honestly. "On good days, after gas and expenses, I can make about $200 or $300. On bad days, maybe 100 or so." Lydia smiled. "How about this? I'm short a driver. Come work for me. I'll pay you 20 grand a month." "What do you say? 20 grand a month?" My eyes widened, and I set down my fork. "That's a huge salary. What exactly would I be doing?" "I run a modeling agency. I often need someone to drive the models to photo studios and other locations. You seem reliable, so I'd feel good entrusting this job to you." I was taken aback, a little curious. "We just met. How do you know I'm reliable?" Lydia rolled her eyes playfully. "If you weren't, you would have left me on the curb last night instead of helping me home." Then she leaned in close, her warm breath tickling my ear as she whispered, "So what's it gonna be? Give me a straight answer, big guy." Looking at the captivating woman in front of me and thinking about driving models around for 20 grand a month, where else could I find a deal like this? I agreed without hesitation. "Great, after we eat, come with me to the office. You can start right away." "Sounds good," I replied. Taking a satisfied sip of my drink, a thought crossed my mind. After just one night, Lydia's offering me an amazing job. Does she have a thing for me, or is she impressed by certain skills of mine? After the meal, I drove Lydia to her company. As soon as we stepped inside, I was greeted by a sea of gorgeous women, each more stunning than the last. The air was filled with a mix of sweet perfumes. I took a deep breath, feeling my bones turn to jelly. Working in a place like this, it's probably every guy's dream. Lydia clapped her hands, getting everyone's attention. She introduced me as the new driver responsible for transporting the models. A petite, sweet-looking girl with an impressive figure approached me first, giggling, "Hey there, handsome, I'm Tina Shaw. Looking forward to working with you." "Handsome, you're pretty tall. Got 18 inches to match." Another model chimed in, faced with such fiery enthusiasm. I felt my face heat up. I'd never experienced anything like this before and was completely flustered. Lydia noticed and laughed. "Alright, ladies, Ethan's a bit shy, so ease up on the teasing. Go on, get back to work." The models dispersed, whispering and giggling among themselves. I let out a few deep breaths, my racing heart finally calming down. Lydia walked over with a grin. "Relax, this is just the beginning. You'll see crazier things, so you better get used to it or you'll just make a fool of yourself." I nodded awkwardly. Honestly, it's not that I'm timid. I could handle 2 or 3 of them no problem, but dozens, and each one want a knockout, anyone would be overwhelmed. By that, alright, don't stress too much, I'm just giving you a heads up, find a spot to chill for now, I'll let you know when there's work. Got it, Ms. Monroe, I replied, slipping into professional mode. I've been in the workforce long enough to know how to address people in different settings. Lydia smiled, nodded, and walked off. I wandered around a bit before finding a place to sit. There were a few magazines stacked on a nearby table. I picked one up and flipped it open, my eyes immediately glued to the pages. Man, magazines these days are something else, but damn, they're good to look at. I kept flipping through. The pages were filled with photos of top-tier models, some in bikinis, others in various uniforms. Every shot was enough to get your blood pumping. Hey, cutie, you're sneaky, hiding here and looking at stuff like this, she teased. A familiar, melodic voice interrupted me. I jumped, quickly setting the magazine down. Tina Shaw, the girl from earlier, walked over with a teasing smile. Cutie, it's fine if you look. These are made for people to enjoy, but just so you know, these magazines are still samples. They're not even out on the market yet, so I'm the first to see them. You could say that. Tina laughed, then added, anyway, cutie, I've got a job for you. I need a ride somewhere. Alright, I agreed immediately. It's my first day on the job, and I've got to make a good impression. I can't risk losing this dream gig. We got in the car, and right away, Tina opened a paper bag and started changing her clothes. I was stunned. She was treating me like I wasn't even there. Is this some kind of driver perk? After she finished changing, Tina leaned over with a flirty tone. So, cutie, what do you think of my figure? I am driving. I didn't see anything. I stammered. Really? Then why do I keep catching you glancing at the rearview mirror? Busted. My face turned bright red. I had to admit, Tina's figure was even better than Lydia's. Cutie, you're so funny, she giggled, then planted a quick kiss on my cheek. First ride in your car, so consider this my fare, she giggled. My heart ski ed a beat, and I nearly rear-ended the car in front of me. Tina sto ed teasing and started chatting casually, asking a few small questions. I answered honestly without much thought. When we reached her destination, Tina got out and told me to head back without waiting for her. I nodded and drove off. On the way back, I got a call from Lydia. She told me not to return to the office and to just rest at home. She'd call if there was more work, being around beautiful women every day with a high salary to boot. I couldn't be you're with this job. I treated myself to a nice meal at an upscale spot to celebrate. Around 8 p.m. I got home, took a shower, and played some video games. Just as I was about to hit the hay, I got a text from Lydia on WhatsApp. My water pipe broke. Come over quick to fix it. Since Lydia's my boss now, her problems are my top priority. I grabbed a toolbox I'd bought a while back and headed to her place. Boss, where's the broken pipe? I'll take care of it, I said as soon as I arrived. Lydia gave me a strange look. Ethan, don't tell me you didn't get the hint. IBLI.